So, I mean, it seems like the through line of everything that you've done throughout your career has been to turn medical practices from paper charts and pagers, never mind pagers, paper charts, into EMRs where you can slice and dice the data to achieve better health outcomes for the patients. And you've gotten to where you want to be, at least from my perception. Do you feel like you've succeeded to some extent in your life goal of being able to work with the massive amounts of medical information that are available in clinics now?
We're getting there, right? So, when we were at Wolf, we had a tagline, turning information into better health outcomes.
Yeah.
And when I went to TELUS actually adopted that tagline for TELUS Health, for the time it was there. So, and really that is the theme, right? It's turning, the information into better health outcomes. One of the things I learned along the way was, what was disappointing in the EMR journey was, for the most part, I think EMRs unfortunately have created more moral distress for physicians than they have created kind of joy or benefit. And part of that is just that it's harder to use an EMR than it is to use a paper and pen. And by and large, most physicians are recording notes in a very inefficient manner into a record system that they will almost never access again. And nobody will look at that note again. And so that's distressing, right? And at the same time, you're having to fill out more and more forms, and the forms are, they're always awkward in the electronic space. They're not very, you don't see medical forms being done through DocuSign or other kind of streamlined approaches, right? Literally you get something faxed from the pharmacy that in some EMRs you have to print, sign, scan, and send back. Like, oh my God, right? So,
and the fax tag.
Yeah. So much. So unfortunately, we turned information into, mostly digital, albeit some faxed, but mostly digital information. But there was this gap between better health outcomes. One of the things I learned from when we did the innovation work was, there's a Harvard Business School prof, Clayton Christensen, who's got this framework, the jobs to be done framework. And his whole thing is that you essentially hire a tool for a job. Like, nobody really wants a drill. What you want is a 1/4-inch hole. So you kind of hire or you use a drill to make a 1/4-inch hole. And in health, I thought that was really interesting to think about these discrete health jobs, but not from everything in healthcare, unfortunately, is practitioner centric. So if you go from a patient centric standpoint, let's look at the health jobs that a person has. So a person with type 2 diabetes has this health job of, I want to live the healthiest possible way so that my diabetes doesn't get worse and maybe it gets better, right? That's a discrete health job. So guess what? If you build a company or an approach around that one health job, it's incredibly powerful because you're not trying to build something for their knee pain. You're not trying to build something for the rash on their back. You're building something for this one health job. And that's what we've really tried to do here.